Hi, my name is Emily Coles, and I am doing my art research on the art of the Industrial Revolution, specifically focusing on the differences and similarities between Romanticism and Realism. The American Industrial Revolution was a time of innovation, entrepreneurship, and creativity. It took place from the year 1775 to 1913. Some of the many inventions include the steam engine, the cotton gin, the sewing machine, the light bulb, the telegraph, and many more. The American Industrial Revolution took place over a rather long period of time, and the inventions made paved the way for the world as we know it now. While undergoing all of the social, economic, and political changes of the world of art began to change as well. Due to the increased overall economic status, consumers began collecting art as a hobby, which encouraged more and more painters to produce. The two main styles that arose out of the Industrial Revolution were Romanticism and Realism. The contrast in these styles of art is intriguing as they come from the same or similar time periods but hold such different values. Throughout the 1770s until the 1870s, Romantic art was very popular. Romantic art was charged with emotion, violence, and passion. Romantic paintings largely used naturalism. The Romantic movement also had an interest in Middle Ages. Romantics found much to admire in medieval times, especially their conception of deep faith. The Romantic movement encouraged a great deal of building in a style known as Neo-Gothic, since it imitated that of the form of medieval architecture. One of the more famous painters of the Romantics is known as Caspar David Friedrich. He's German, and his art just longs for the quiet of nature. Most of his art is allegorical landscapes, which typically have figures or silhouettes laid against night skies, morning mist, barren trees, or really any kind of landscape. The first painting by Caspar David Friedrich that we're looking at is called The Stages of Life. This painting is set on a seashore, and it's one of his allegorical landscapes. You can see that there are 5 figures on the shore, and they're all different ages. The one with the back towards us looks older, and there looks to be a mother and a father and a couple kids. And the really interesting part about this picture is the focal point of this painting is the ships. They're all at different lengths away from the shore, which is symbolizing the different ages of all of the people. Friedrich also uses subtle contrasts between all of the colors in the land, on the shore, and throughout the water, just to make it look very natural and very earthy toned. This next image is known as the landscape with the rainbow. It really brings out that longing for the quiet of nature. This image seems to just captivate me as I look at it. You can see there's a man in the middle left just looking out over the landscape. He looks as if he almost wants to just run across it and embrace it all. Caspar was very good at just bringing all the lights and the colors together in a way that make the land look romantic. It just seems to be glowing. Yet there's still a mystery to this picture. We don't know exactly what the man is doing or where he is or what the land is. But I think that that's almost the part that captivates me. The next style of art was realism. Realists painted only what they could see, adding nothing that would idolize or perfect it. From the 1850s to the 1900s, the movement of realism reacted against Romanticism, in that they tried to portray the world as they thought it really was, often focusing on contemporary and social problems. They turned away from fantasy and mythology, using the peasant and working class as their subjects. The French artist Jean-Desire Gustave Courbet led the realist movement. He shocked accepted ideas and painted what he could see. He chose to focus on common, even vulgar people. This painting is known as the Wheat Sifters. It's painted by Gustave. It depicts the life of many during this time period. You can see that there are women and even children working hard. This was exactly what Courbet wanted to show. He just wanted to show the real, natural, unidolized life of the common people. The Stonebreakers is another work of social realism done by Courbet. It depicts two peasants. There's a young man and an old man, and they're breaking rocks. As you can see, there's nothing really romantic or idolized about it. You can tell exactly what's going on just by looking at it and reading the title. The part that really grabs my attention about this picture, though, is the shadow creeping over the edge of the mountain. You can see that they're just working and working until the last little bit of daylight is gone. Yes, both styles of art use naturalism, but the differences between the two is almost night and day. While Casper paints landscapes full of life, light, color, Courbet paints specific scenes, commonly of people working hard or looking gloomy. There's a certain mystery to the paintings done by Romantics, whereas those done by Realists are usually easily understood.
In the book Romantics, Realists, and Revolutionaries, Edgar Bowen notes that the works of art created during this time underline the principal movements and developments, as well as the radical changes experienced in a century of change. This art expresses the culture of a community of change. The concepts and thoughts from the Industrial Revolution are still prevalent today, and the artworks made then often help us express ourselves today.